Obviously, this is perfect for video purposes because my apron's not on yet. Slide it in a little more. Oh, this is this is going to make life nice. Welcome back to the community, everybody, and thank you all for being part of it. Today, we are going to go ahead and we'll assemble a motorcycle jack real quick, and we're going to lift an engine and pretty much pretend like we're mounting the motor to see how much easier it is with the motorcycle jack. It was sent to me by Vevor, and I do owe them a video to show that, what it works like. But we're going to do that because working with the regular jack, which I've done for 40 years, sometimes can become unstable with a motor on it. So this should make a huge difference. Let's get on it. Ooh. Okay, box was a little bit heavy. Packaged very, very well. Hopefully it's not a pain in the butt to put together. Everything usually is. I'm trying to get these straps off. There we go. I actually have a couple clips I'll show here of using a floor jack, even with the other items like a front beam. It doesn't support stuff very well. See?
Now, I'm not saying that you cannot use a floor jack. All I'm saying is they're a little bit more unstable and has always been a frustration over the years to me. As you can see how the engine is wobbling back and forth. This wasn't actually the worst case scenario that I dealt with, so it will be better with a motorcycle jack to stabilize it.
Incident. So this should make life a lot easier. I got to tell you, a lot of the stuff that I've been using from Vevor, I have zero complaints about. They sent me a buffer, so I got to use that soon. I'll buff the door out after I paint it. If you're following along, you'll know what I'm talking about. And try it out and see how it works. I have an electric one and I have one that's battery powered. So that makes life a little convenient. If you go to buff somebody's car, it comes with 3 batteries. Oh man, I gotta put this all together. Okay, it came with straps to strap something down. Probably motorcycle stuff. Okay, let me get the rest of this out. I'll be right back. All right, first thing we got to do here is put this handle on. It has 3 different stop positions, so it must lock it in place. Little cotter pin there. And this side, you got to kind of squeeze the handle together, which is very easy to do. I like Vevor. They've been treating me good. Okay. And there's 3 different locking positions, but let's get further done. Okay, so I got the pump set up like a little hydraulic jack. There's 2 bolts here, little Allen head bolts to mount this to here. Now when you pull it up, you've got to swing it underneath. Here, I'll bring you up close. Okay, so what we're going to do next is put this hydraulic, it's like a hydraulic jack, honestly. And I got to say, I've found Vevor to have a lot of nice products. I'm really happy with this company. There we go. Now, I got to line up and put these 2 little bolts in. Line this up here and get the bolt started. There we go, wound in nice and easy. We have another one up top here. We'll have to line up, put that one in there. Come on, giddy up. There we go. And I imagine I see little holes here where you put fluid in and bleed it off. I already have a video on jack maintenance, so we ain't going to get into that. Okay, let me tighten those up. Just put a little Allen head socket there. Now, don't go crazy tightening them, but make sure tight enough. You don't want it coming apart. I'm not going to give torque settings because obviously you see I'm not using a torque wrench. There we go. You know, honestly, this did come mostly pre-assembled. Just a couple little parts you put on. They did all the work there. They could have made you put all this together. So I'm not trying to toot their horn for them, but honestly, it's pretty nice. I get tired of putting stuff together when I buy something. Come on, get in there. Okay, let's wind that in. Looks like a 14. There we go. That's on. We're almost there. Last thing we have is the handle. And I got to find the hole. I mean, they literally assembled the whole thing. You had like 3 parts to put on. Not bad. 14. Tighten it up. We're going to give this thing a whirl with a VW motor. Jack it up. Here, I'll show you something. Okay, before I put it on the floor and it's harder to film with it, that's released. Okay, you're jacking it up with your foot. Obviously, this don't look like a foot. Watch this as it comes up. Nice safety feature. As you get it to a certain distance, okay, if I release it, it's going to lock in place. It can't go nowhere because it's locking on these steps with this foot. Don't look like a foot, does it? All right, but if you do want it to drop, you pretty much go like that, put your foot on it, and boom. Then you have your handle to guide it around. Not bad. Let's get a motor on it. What's nice, well, it's kind of loud right now. It's not that heavy. It's actually sturdy, but yet light. Because I just picked it up like it was no big deal. Alrighty. Let me get this off of here. The old quick release. All right, let me pull my spare motor out. Actually, I got a bunch of spare motors. There's a bunch of crap under here. I need help. Somebody come help me clean my garage up. Okay, I got to slide this onto the jack. All right, what I am going to do is turn these knobs down. I don't know if it'll help on concrete to keep it from moving when I slide the motor over. I'm not supposed to be lifting heavy things, but come on, yeah, there we go. I don't know how much this will help. Oh, maybe a lot more than I thought. Okay. What's kind of convenient here is back this up a hair, is this dolly is pretty close to the same height, so I can slide it over. Like I said, I'm not supposed to be lifting anything right now, but I'm going to. Nobody's around to see me do it. There we go. That was nice. These you can get at Walmart or Harbor Freight for rolling stuff around. All right, so I gotta untwist these knobs. I had them turned so the jack couldn't move while I was putting the motor on it. So that's kind of handy. I don't know if they all come with them. Either way, I like it. See how easy it rolls. Oh, nice. Okay. And, okay, it's all the way down. Oh, this is going to be so nice compared to a regular floor jack. I am so happy they sent me this. We're going to slide it in. I'll re-angle the camera. I'm just testing it out. And you know, the thing is, when you have it on, ooh, a nail. When you have it on a regular jack, you have the cup that's that big. Well, it's in the center, like where your oil drains. And the next thing you know, the engine's wobbling all over the place. Even when I was young, 16 years old, dealing with that, I thought there has to be a better way. But then again, as a kid, I struggled and did it. And then I have people later saying, oh, I've been using a motorcycle jack my whole life. Thanks for telling me. But that's okay. Never too late to learn new things. You see here, just hit the pedal and it comes down. Oh, what a dumb bum. I forgot to hold the latch back. And now it comes down nice and slow. Probably because it's supposed to have a big motorcycle on it. So it comes down nice and easy. We're going to push it under the car now and play pretend we're mounting it. So a little close up here. There's a knob on each side. When you crank them down clockwise, they press against the floor and it keeps the jack from moving. I don't have them turned down right now. Here is your handle that will go up and down and go into the different lock positions. That's what I forgot to release before. That's why it didn't come down. And when you press that down with your foot, it releases it. Let's jack it up again where you're close up. This is going to make life so nice compared to a floor jack where it's wobbling all over the place. And you'll see it lock into position right there. So if it would start to fall, it ain't going nowhere. I got to jack it back up to release the handle. You just tilt this back. Watch your fingers. There you go. All right, let's get it under the car. Now, I'll do the best I can. This is a little awkward, but you would be coming in, of course. And this is the part where it gets wobbly underneath the car. You would be coming in, of course. And this is the part where it gets wobbly underneath the car. There's no wobble here. This is nice. I like it. You can position it where you need. The feet that the engine sits on are nice and long, so you can move it forward or backward. Obviously, this is perfect for video purposes because my apron's not on yet. Slide it in a little more. Oh, this is this is going to make life nice. As long as you got a good solid knee, you're okay for jacking it up. Moves around easy. Yeah, that's going to work out. I can jack it up higher a bit. And even if you need it higher and it isn't going high enough for you. Okay, let me pull it out. I'm going to show you what I mean. Woo! Now I see why people have Bajas. Makes it easier to get that motor in and out. Let me show you something. If in fact you need to go higher for any reason, now this will jack up higher than that. I just stopped is what I did. You can put a board right across there and it'll sit even on the motor and even on the jack. And the nice thing is you won't get that wobble effect like you do on the floor jacks. I'll show you what I mean in a second there. This will stay stable no matter what, even if you have a board there to elevate it slightly. Let me show you something on a floor jack. Now, I'm not telling you not to use a floor jack. I'm not trying to get you to spend money. I'm trying to show you what's easier. I am so happy I got that motorcycle jack. A lot of times I had to put a board on my jack and then I would set the engine on it because I couldn't get the elevation I needed for the motor to reach up there and slide into the bell housing. This is what I always did, and that is what happens a lot, just like it did with my front beam. Trying to get it up in there, a fully loaded beam spindle to spindle is a little bit heavy, okay? And that gave me a lot of trouble, as you already know. I'm sure some of you are going to chime in and go, no, the floor jack's fine, do this and this, or hop up and down on your right leg while your finger's in your left ear. You know, I get it. There's ways of doing everything. But that motorcycle jack from Vevor, or they have them at Harbor Freight, but I prefer Vevor. They've treated me really good. And I know even my buddy Ben, I think he grabs stuff from there too. So I like it a lot. Let's talk about it. Like I said, with this, if you got to put a board across it, you're not going to end up with the wobble effect. The board will go there. Your engine will sit on it. It'll stay steady. You can lift and lower and maneuver it around. I really like this concept. I think that it will help a lot of people. And truthfully, I wished I'd have done it years ago. It'll make life easy, because before you know it, we'll be putting whiplash in. That's what I named my little stroker motor. I don't know if I announced that. Can you name your engine? I don't know. Well, I named it Whiplash. I just think it's kind of cool. Should have named the car that, but it's Chaos and everybody knows it, so it's too late. We'll try to name Heather 77 ourselves, but I think she named it. I'd have to go back to that video to watch. Now, well, you named Chaos, so do I get to name this one, or you? No, okay. Well, is this a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, this one's a boy.
All cars are boys to me, in my eyes.
Oh.
But then to men, all cars are girls.
Yeah, that's what we do. Well, okay, then what are we going to name him? It's up to you. It's your call, whatever you want to name him. I can't remember what she named it now. Okay, that's bad. Let's talk a few seconds, and I'll let you go have some coffee or a beer, iced tea. Okay, that was fun. I do. I wished I would have had one of them years ago. A few people had commented when I brought it up before that they can't live without one. So I understand why. Before you know it, we'll be putting Whiplash inside Chaos. It was weird. And it should go pretty smooth. I want to thank Heather for stepping in the last video. I had a really nice time with her. And she's working on her channel now. I told her, just do whatever you want. It's Heather's Haven. Do whatever you want. So I'm going to be following her around to a couple unique places and filming. I know that's probably not of interest to some of you, but she's a lot of fun. Okay, everybody have a great day. And I should say great evening too. And I hope the rest of your week goes very well. Thank you so much for all being here. I appreciate every single one of you.